Hi. It's week 43, and it was a pretty good week. A lot of stuff happened, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. I say that quite a bit, don't I, in my videos? Might be a problem, but it's fine. So Monday was just more normal P-Days, shopped, emails, all that good stuff. Excuse me. Wow, I'm tired already. Dang it. We did some service at Martha's again, as usual. We did some couple burn piles because we were able to finally get enough stuff to actually start burning things. And we cleaned up a lot of the stuff, which was really good because we needed to get rid of a lot of the crap that was there. And it was awesome. And as we were finishing, she comes down and actually gives us like these cool little water bottles. Mine is over that way, but it's like this blue, nice looking container that she got from me and Elder Hunter. His is pink. He grabbed that one because he wanted it, but and then some cookies too. She's awesome, honestly. Like, I could see her being baptized soon enough, like in the near future, and I really want that for her because like there's so much that she can have for it, and it's really cool. It's hard to explain, but it's like you want something so much for someone, whether it be your best friend or you're someone that you're working with, but it's kind of hard to explain to them like how much it's gonna bless their lives and how much like you can do not only for yourself in the gospel, but even for your ancestors, the ones that you love. It's cool. And the night actually got pretty more interesting because we were leaving. One of the APs called us or whatever. Elder Hunter's talking with them. He was like, "Here, they want to talk with you." So okay, they got on the phone, and it was Elder Broadbent. He used to be his own leader in Millington before I came in, before he became actually AP, and he just talked with me for a little bit, just kind of got to know me a little more, and I found that pretty interesting because like it was just out of the blue, and it brightened my day a little bit actually. Like, it was a good day, honestly, but it was just like I don't know, it just made me feel good. He's a good guy, he really is. Elder Broadbent, he went to Lehigh, I'm pretty sure, so he's pretty cool. I don't know why I mentioned that in my emails or like what I put together, but it's the little things, Tuesday rolls around, and it was a service field as well. President Stevens picked us up, and we helped this member move things into his new house. That was something. But then we were able to as well, took us, man, he took us back to his house, and we ate lunch a little bit there, and then he took us back home. And then we loaded it into our car, and then we drove up to this other place, and we did the service for this one lady, the one who were cleaning up their barn or whatever, the one who gave us the fishing poles. They reached out again. It's like, hey, my sister needs help painting some couple walls because they're refurnishing a house, whatever. Would you guys be able to come? And we're like, yeah, we'd love to and all. And we went up there and painted their house a little bit, and they were super thankful. Excuse me. Oh, man. I'm a mess. Then it was super good, super cool. They appreciated it a lot. Then we had dinner actually with some members that didn't live too far from there, so did all that, and then we came home, changed, and had Bible study at Angie's as usual. Man, Wednesday, we did the studies and all that. President Stevens picked us up again, and we actually helped someone else move who wasn't a member, but who was actually kind of interested. She lives in Milan, and she just needed help moving from one apartment to another apartment in the same complex. And so we were able to do that, and she really appreciated it. And then we finished up that part, and then he took us home. We're like, Elder Hunter wanted to make some cookies for the class. We're like, sweet, we can do that. So we ordered pizza, Domino's, went to the store, went to the store, grabbed the stuff, came back, grabbed the pizza, Domino's, and came back home and just ate. As we talked and had cookies, excuse me, man. Then we took some to the class, the Gospel Essentials class, and there we talked about free agency and the importance of it. And as we were studying free agency, I was looking at the definitions of it in this app called WordWeb, and two of the definitions really stuck out to me. It says the state of being in action or exerting power, and the other one is how a result is obtained or an end is achieved. Now that puts a real meaning onto free agency for a lot of you who are members of the church, or freedom of choice, as a lot of people say. But free agency, that freedom of how a result is obtained or an end is achieved. So how are you going to use your agency? How are you going to utilize that gift that God's given us to bless others and to be a light to those to your family members, active or not, members or not? How are you going to be examples to them? How are you going to use that agency? Just something to ponder on. You know, it's pretty cool. But and also actually that night I also got my hair cut, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, just something to think about as you go on through your day or night or all that. Hope I don't blow up your brain doing that. Thursday was kind of rainy at some points. It was pretty good. We got things done though, even though it's partially raining. We went to Martha's. We actually started working on her shed, on her husband's shed, because we haven't touched that yet. So we started working on it because it was raining. But at the same time, Elder Hunter was able to do another burn pile with whatever the leftovers that wasn't able to get burned. And as we were cleaning up, trying to figure out what we can start working on, we found shedded snakeskin on this like top shelf, which was just had wood on it. So it was a shelf, but it wasn't a shelf, you know. And Elder Hunter's like, no. But it was, I don't think there was a snake in there anymore, but oh, excuse me. Then after we finished up, like for that part that we were able to do, we talked with her for a while and actually gave her cookies, and she got excited because it's like chocolate's like her favorite and all. So then we left it. Excuse me. We drove to Milan. Actually, we did a couple more things before that, but we drove to Milan and helped that lady that we helped move the day before, move some final things and all that. And we changed in our church clothes, and then we visited this farmer, and we got 2 new people out of that. So it was interesting how it happened, but yeah, we got 2 new people out of it. So yes. Friday rolls around, and we have exchanges, and I actually went to Millington with Elder Lee. So we met up in Brownsville, had lunch, and then we started exchanges, and we had some pretty good success. And one thing I did realize, though, as we were doing that, like the couple days before that, I think it was like 1 or 2 before the exchange, I was praying. I was like, I'm coming up with an exchange with Lee. I asked the police help me with, like, please help us that we'll have success, that we'll see miracles and all that. And that's all we saw. We saw a lot of little miracles happen, and it was super cool, actually, seeing all that come forth. And we did all that, and then we had dinner we did it at the Christensen's house. And now a lot of people don't know who they are, but to keep it short, they're pretty the wife is big in the missionary work with the missionaries here in the Arkansas Little Rock Mission. She loves taking photos all on the Memphis side and sharing it to the mothers. My mom receives all the photos from her with me on it, so she was more than pleased to send a lot of photos to my mom. And that's basically, I guess you can consider, like, my mom's another way of seeing my face quite frequently is through her. Whenever I see her, she's like, oh, I was like, yeah, thanks. I was like, you better send that. She's like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna send that. She's like, yep. And I was like, good. She's awesome though, but her and her husband are super cool. And then we went to the church, and then Elder Lee had a leadership call he had to attend to. So I just laid down on the gym floor, listened to Paul Cardell and his piano music, and contemplated life. Then we just came home and all that. Saturday, we drove back to Humboldt, and we actually had Lori's and Sam's baptism, and it was a really great experience seeing them actually finally get baptized. And it kind of sucks how they weren't able to get baptized on Easter because of Lori's all said, excuse me, all of a sudden her hole in the stomach, and then like Sam's foot still trying to heal. It was kind of like a mess, but they were able to finally get baptized, and it was great. And then after the baptism, we did a few things, and then Brother Mark Gibson picks us up, and we went to go pick JT up because he had his baptismal interview, and we drove to Dyersburg and did the interview, and the mission president council pulls us aside. He's like, we're just gonna have to wait until he's off this little probation and all that. We're like, man. So that's not gonna be till September 28th of this year. But we're like, we can set that date, and it's gonna be final. He's being baptized the week he gets off of it, and it's gonna work out though. As sad as I am about it, it's gonna work out. And I also throughout this week, I sent out a card to my youngest sister, and I got an email from her telling me how cool she thought it was that I baptized on her birthday. And because it was June 8th when they got baptized, it was my youngest sister Clarissa's birthday. So she got all happy about that. Sunday rolls around, and we were able to confirm Lori and Sam members and give them the Holy Ghost. And it was a sweet experience. It really was. They were excited. Then after church we did some weekly planning because we weren't able to because of exchanges and all. And then we had dinner at oh man. We watched part of Meet the Mormons, or Meet the Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Because they're like, is there any more movies about that? Or about like some stuff about the church? We're like, well, there's this. And we're like, really? What's that? And, and we started watching it a little bit, but we had to leave partway through. But then we drove to the church and had Collins because Bible study in Milan was canceled, so we had Collins at the church, and then we just came home. So yeah, this week we had a lot of cool little blessings come forth from it, and it was super awesome. And I just hope that what I'm doing out here, the people that I'm touching, and like even me being an example to some of my friends, I can hope I can see them be blessed more than they can ever realize that they could. And I hope I'm able to do that, and I hope I'm able to be that example to all my friends, and to be the best I can be. Because that's all we can ever do, you know? Be the best we can be, even when you don't feel like you can. So I hope I'm doing that, and I hope I can continue doing that. And I hope whoever my future wife is, I hope I'm doing my best. But if I'm not, I'm sorry, I'll do my best better this time. But I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.